All right, topic 2, Google NFL Sunday Ticket. When this story broke, from the morning on, we were both pursuing it, didn't get full confirmation. Want to give credit, Trip Mickle of New York Times, he's the one who first mentioned Google. To me, that's where the story's broken. When you're the one who mentions this first happening, right? Like that's where, who puts it across the finish line. A lot of times it's just, sometimes it's legit and sometimes it's just somebody helping you out. But they were the first to mention Google and NFL Sunday Ticket. So John Ourand, this is your expertise. What do you make of this deal? $2 billion per year, right? That's the number. What do you make about this?
From our first podcast that we did, probably 16 months ago, this has been topic 1, Sunday Ticket. Where's it going to go?
Not topic 1, but a topic. Maybe your topic 1.
We finally have an answer. It's going to Google YouTube. They're paying upwards of probably $2.3 billion, close to $2.5 billion a year for the rights to this. And if you want winners and losers,
I do. All right, give it to me. Winners.
The NFL.
Yep. Got their money.
DirecTV. Amazon.
Hold on. NFL
Disney.
Got their money. Hold on a second. I got to break it down for the people. NFL got their money, winner.
NFL got their money.
DirecTV is a winner because why?
DirecTV has been losing a boatload of money every year. DirecTV tried to get out of this deal 2 years ago at $1.5 billion, and the NFL couldn't find anybody to get them out of the deal. DirecTV,
right, so they're winners because they got out. All right.
Yes.
Who's next? Next one.
Disney is next.
Disney. Okay.
Yes.
Why are they winning?
Because they didn't get this package, Andrew.
This is terrible. Oh God, I got a feeling.
Another one.
YouTube, Google, you guys are going loserville.
Amazon is a winner because Amazon, by the way, for the first time, Amazon showed some fiscal restraint and held back. I find this to be one of the most overhyped packages that's out there. One of the complaints that DirecTV always had is, the NFL launched NFL Red Zone. So if you want a low cost Sunday Ticket package, just buy cable and get NFL Red Zone. They've started stripping away how many European games we have. We now have international games that are not part of Sunday Ticket. We have NFL Saturday games late in the season that are not part of Sunday Ticket. We have a full slate of Thursday night games that go to Amazon. That's not part of Sunday Ticket. Sunday Ticket is a great package for displaced Jaguars fans, Lions fans.
Hold on a second. There's no displaced Jaguars fans.
That's my point exactly. I live in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
I think I could have seen, I didn't keep count, but I could have seen all but 2 Dallas Cowboys games. Why would so if I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan?
Well, I'm a Steeler fan.
They're a popular team. So the most popular teams you can see on
exactly.
national
If they're
TV
good,
anyway.
I'm going to see them. Right? Steelers have made a resurgence now. They got on Sunday Night Football. Next week, you got Red Zone. I'll be able to watch enough. I got to pay attention to the Jets, Dolphins. I got to pay attention to Bills, Pats, and so.
So you are, Andrew, you are a Steelers fan, living in New York. Have you ever subscribed to Sunday Ticket?
Yes, I used to have it.
When did you give it up?
When they wouldn't give it to me for free, basically. I said, forget you, I'm taking this thing down, and that was it. I used to call every year, and I wasn't covering this. I was covering the Yankees. I used to call every year. When I first got married, I told my wife, I need Sunday Ticket. I need the NFL package. But I used to get it for $100. Whatever. I get some deal where it's totally discounted. And then one year they said no, and I said, all right, forget it, I'm out. I kept, you do that thing, you look at, you say you're going to cancel, and then they give it to you at the end. And I did it, and they just said no. And I said, all right, take this thing down. And then you have the stupid satellite on your house, and you want to get rid of that.
When you gave it up, did you miss it?
No, I gave it up also because it didn't make sense, right? Kids running around, not doing this job, Steelers on a lot. Miss it a lot, and it's expensive, and I'm not paying $300 for it. That's the thing. So if YouTube, the way it's set up, for people who don't know, if you have YouTube, you can get it through your YouTube TV, but then they're also going to have add-ons, so you don't even need YouTube TV. So basically, it's not going to add any people to YouTube TV, correct?
That's still to be determined. I would think that
if there's a discount, I guess, right?
Yeah, they would be able to get into the it's a whole Amazon and paper towels discussion that we have. If you're watching stuff on YouTube TV, are you more inclined to then subscribe to YouTube TV? But the contracts with the NFL that Fox and CBS have mandate that this keeps a premium price, and that they don't take a ton of subscribers / viewers away from those Sunday afternoon packages, where they're both paying more than $2 billion a year for those packages.
So will it cost $300?
It would. I would expect Google YouTube hasn't said yet. I would expect that it would be right in that neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah, and so there's not. I agree. It's not a great pack. It seems like, all right, you could sell to more people than DirecTV, so maybe there are more people. The problem is that you're going to lose all the DirecTV customers who, in theory, are older, right? Who've had DirecTV for a long time, had Sunday Ticket for a long time. Now, some of them might come over, but some of them, I think there's a better chance that, what do they say they have? 1.5 million or whatever, that's the real number, is 1.5 million, even though the NFL, I think, was saying 2 million. But the NFL would only tell you the truth on those. The 1.5 million is what I think it really is. And so how many of those people will come over to YouTube? Even if they get half, you only had 750,000. Now you got to build up that, or is there another 750,000 just to get to 1.5 million? Maybe, but I don't know if you're selling a million of these, because you're right. You get a lot of if you get a lot of your team's games, and it's expensive. Not everyone's loaded.
So there are a lot of fans that are really excited that it's now off of DirecTV at a place where they can now subscribe to it, because it's going to be available, via streaming. And I think the sticker shock when that comes out is there's going to be a whole new round of stories just about how expensive this is. And I'm skeptical that there are going to be enough fans that are going to want to subscribe to this when they have Red Zone and when the most popular teams are on national TV all year long.
And so Google, YouTube, John Ourand, they're losers in your mind.
I am surprised when we heard that Apple pulled out. I'm surprised that there was somebody in line that was paying more than $2 billion for this package. Yes.
Yeah, how about Apple? We'll get to them more, but that now what happens for Apple in sports? MLS or bust? That's it? Or NBA, I guess.
Well, NWSL, maybe the NBA. But Apple, like Amazon, it has a global platform. And so, there are lots of rights everywhere that they could try to.
I got it, but are they real? We want them to be real players. That's what we're talking about here. This is about, are you competing with ESPN and Fox and NBC and CBS, et cetera, Turner? I don't know. Apple, we'll see how this MLS deal. Messi seems like he's not coming now. Maybe another year at least for Messi. So I don't know about that. I don't know about that deal. I wanted Messi there. I liked a little more when maybe Lionel Messi's coming with his World Cup title and greatest player of all time title. But without him, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to get to that. Let's talk about Amazon though in the sports app.
Yeah, you gave a great teaser earlier. I'm dying to hear what you know about the sports app.
All right, the information reported that this could happen. So I've been told that they've talked about it, not definitely happening. The big question to me, all right, look, if they make a sports app, who cares, right? If they're not charging you more, right? Like if they make a sports app, that makes a lot of sense to me, because if you're going to bring in all these rights, you're starting some shows, then there's one place to get your sports. If you're not charging me extra, wait, why are you shaking your head?
Who cares? Every single league cares. You're putting
No, one second. I didn't say who cares. I'm saying if you're not charging me extra, then it's not really a big deal. So they're going to have another app that I could just get all my Amazon sports on. Why wouldn't that be a good thing? That's what they do, and it makes it so there's less clutter. If you're just looking, you love their new shows that that I wrote about. I can't really name any of them at the moment, but
how come we haven't done a review of any of those shows yet?
I gotta watch them, but I do think they get lost on Amazon Prime Video. And if you have just a sports app, you like one of them, and then you kind of go from there.
Look, I go back to the early days of cable. What they're proposing is essentially a sports ghetto, and it's a place where if you're a hardcore sports fan, you're going to go there and watch it. One of the attractions, I think, of Prime is that you can get people that are casual sports fans. Or
why can't you still get those people?
You have to download a separate app.
But they're still going to put the stuff. Hold on a second. Again, this isn't done, even close to done from what I'm told. And so, but let's just say they do that. You don't think they're going to continue to have the Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime Video? Of course, they'll still be available.
According to the information, they're trying to declutter Amazon Prime, so they're going to take it off of Prime and put it on the app. Well,
that would make no sense if that's correct. And listen, if you're listening to Amazon, and I know you are, don't do that. You got to keep the stuff.
By the way, my information is based solely on that information report.
All right, but here's the thing. All right, here's my point. Okay, if they're charging extra for their sports now, then your Who's Down makes sense. But if they're not charging extra and they're just making another app that I have to go to get Thursday Night Football, and it's also on Amazon Prime Video, which I can't imagine it won't be. It's almost impossible for me to think that's even possible. All right, it's going to be on Amazon Prime Video. I'd be absolutely shocked. They're like, we're going to make this dinky new app, and that's the only way you're going to get Thursday Night Football, when you can't turn on an Amazon product any day of the week without Thursday Night Football being shoved in your face when I'm trying to buy some paper towels.
I think it's so cute that you think they're going to launch a sports app, and there's no path for them to actually start charging consumers.
No. I didn't say they won't charge. I'm saying until they do, I don't think it matters. Until we know they're charging extra. If they're charging extra, you got me. Who's down?
All right. Okay. The key for me is already, if you're going to Amazon Prime, you're already losing an audience off of broadcast TV. If they take it off of Amazon Prime and put it on the sports app, that's a disaster. We both agree with that.
Okay, if
it stays on Amazon Prime,
we're getting a little flimsy here on our criticism, though, because I can't imagine they're going to take their sports off of Amazon Prime Video.
The story said that they needed to declutter Prime, though. That was the whole point of it.
If that happens, all right, then Who's Down? They'll get my Who's Down. Trust me. They'll get my Who's Down.
What? We're making the cardinal sin that we vowed never to do. Like we're debating something that we actually don't know the answer.
We don't know if that's going to happen. Well, you gave a Who's Down, so I mean, I wanted to. So I think that's a Who's Down maybe, but if they charge, it's a Who's Down. You're going to charge me extra already over my $140 a year.
And if it stays on Amazon Prime, I'll retract that Who's Down publicly.
A retraction. We might need
retract. How about that?
I'm retracting that it was ever offered. I retract your retraction.
Chris Mason's already getting his little what he's going to use for a sounder there. Get him all ready. He's put his hands together.
I'll find another Who's Down for Amazon. Don't worry.
He's going to get a retraction. All right.